Hey everybody, welcome to our Tuesday night Team Pala Zoom call. So excited. This is the first of the month, November the 1st, and we are celebrating our coach rank ups and are talking to our new coaches and meeting them as part of our optimal health community. So I love this because ranking up is a big, big deal. Not because you get a new title or a new pin, but because it's a measure of how many people you're helping, you're impacting, and you're supporting. So it's pretty huge to be able to really have the tools that we have and the gift that we have and be able to impact someone's life. So I'm going to go ahead and start I'm going to go ahead, Dee, you had a great, your team just is rocking and rolling and expanding. And so Dee, can you introduce our new associate directors, please? And then go ahead and introduce our new manager. And then we'll introduce Julie Apple too.
Yeah, I'm so excited to do this. So yeah, our team is just rocking and rolling. It's such a pleasure to work with everybody and watch them growing, and I'm committing to other people. So this month, Lisa and Jonathan Pennypacker reached the new rank of associate director. So they have really been committed to their business and helping a lot of people. And we're going to turn it over to them to talk about what kind of mindset shifts they might have had and what actions and what's working for them.
Well, thank you, Dee. So if I had to place it into one thing, I didn't do a map in September. I was busy. I wasn't making time. I didn't want to make time. It was a stressful month. And so Dee touched base with me later in September and said, so you're going to do a map in October? And I said, yeah, I'm going to get to it. And so I half-heartedly did a map for October. And at the top of October's map, I put AD. That was it. I just put AD. And I wrote some clients in there, and we did the things that were on the, we worked our plan. And right before we went on vacation, we didn't even know. We get a text message from Dee that says, hey, congratulations. Did you know you got there? So for nothing else, writing the goal down was probably our biggest thing.
Wow, that doesn't get any better than that. And you don't even have to write it out. You can just initial it. Love that. AD, and I know you probably have some other initials coming later. What did you, any growth in terms of, I know when we help others, we get helped ourselves. What did you learn along the way?
If I had to pick the one thing that we learned this month, because it's been a busy couple of months, is we had to allow ourselves not to be perfect and realize that what we think is not our best may be good enough for someone else. And so that's probably the thing that we've picked up on, even when we don't think we're at our best, other people may not share that same opinion. And so that's probably been one of the things we're learning as we go.
That is the most important lesson ever. And if we have time, I'm going to show an exercise we did at Sundance, and we did it this Sunday at our training. But that perfection, and I was trying to find the quote and I couldn't, but I think Helen Irwin, didn't you talk about perfection is the opposite of growth? It's like you can't be perfect and growing at the same time. And so, if your goal is to grow and to become and to expand and to help more people, then you're not going to be perfect. And to even, that being a goal, I love that because it really speaks to what we're learning in our own leadership and training. So thank you for being examples of that. Anything you had fun with?
Lisa and I were talking about that tonight, and, you've all got that client that when you hang up, you go, I love coaching this person. And so what we're having the most fun with is when people are realizing the power of this gift in their life, their excitement is infectious. And so that's what we've had the most fun with.
Bingo. Love it. Love it. Anything you want to add to that, Lisa?
I like it when we have our clients and they were like, well, I can't tell I'm losing weight. And we take side-by-side pictures because we always encourage them to take their picture. And we say, look. And they were like, oh, gracious, I do see a difference now. And then they were like, wow, it is making a big difference. And so that just, it touches us because we're able to be there with them.
Isn't that so important? Because people would give up on their own, but you're able to see, because they do get down and they don't see the progress because it gets hard. We'll talk about that later. And you're able to show them and how the much progress, you're able to see the progress and reflect it back to them. Beautiful. Thank you so much, guys. Can't wait to see you again next month or two. We'll see. Write it down. All right, Dee.
So next we've got Linda Young. So Linda spoke last month. She had her second month of hitting senior coach, and Linda has been a delight because every month she says, well, I don't know if it's going to happen. I don't know, and I'm like, oh, it's happening because I see the effort she's putting in. And so we had also talked about her getting certified because she had crossed over the threshold of $2,000, and we looked at the finances, and she was going to do it later, maybe in January, and then this month said, you know what, I'm going to do that too. So she's really been knocking it out of the park. So Linda, tell us what you've been up to. Oh, we need to unmute you.
I'll get it. I got you unmuted now, Linda.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I mean, the certification was really cool. Dee really encouraged me that, there wasn't really any reason to wait. So once I made my mind up to do it, I really kind of knocked it out in about 4 days or so. So that was good, and I learned a lot. So I actually really enjoyed that. I don't know if I've really done anything all that different this past month. I did. I was a little bit more courageous, and I followed up on a tip that I got from one of my current clients who said, oh, this woman that runs this hair salon that cuts my hair is really interested in your program. So I walked into her shop and talked to her, and a day later, he didn't call me, but one of her other customers called me. So I'm kind of coaching my first stranger, which is really interesting. It was kind of neat to just have somebody reach out to me, and that's going well so far. This other really cool thing happened. I'm really proud of this. I got my doctor to sign on and do the program. So my primary care physician that I've been kind of talking about it with him since June. I talked to him a couple of times. I sent him a couple of emails back and forth, and now he's doing the program too. So kind of excited about that. Makes me feel really good about it.
That is so cool. Like, how you can impact him, and he can impact so many. So I've got a question for you, because this is a coaching question. How did you approach him? And did you approach him because a lot of times people, do you use your appointment time to talk to him? Did you send him an email? Did you talk to his front desk?
Well, what I did at first, I had a regular scheduled appointment with him, and I said to him, oh, I'm doing this really new cool thing. And I just said, I'm working as a health coach. It's great. I'm retired now. I'm looking for other fun things to do, and I'm really enjoying this. I would love to talk to you about it. Could I come back sometime during your lunch and tell you a little bit about it? Because, you might have some people in your world who, their health is affected by, their health or being overweight. And he said, no, talk to me about it right now. So we had a little 10-minute conversation, and he was actually familiar with the program, and he was excited about revisiting the topic. So it took a while for me to email back and forth and really get him to commit to it. But there's that 4 or 5 or 6 times that sometimes you have to talk to somebody. But now he's doing it.
Awesome. That's great. Well, thank you. I know that we're going to be, I love seeing how much fun you're having, and I love how you talk to people about it. It gives us all that idea of when you come at it, like, just a really new, cool thing. I mean, who wouldn't want to know more? Thank you, Linda. Thank you so much.
And Linda's has done a great job, like, with the whole thing with executive director, or, you have to be an executive director to talk to a health professional. We kind of had this gap where I'm not there. So we had talked about it beforehand, like, what would that look like? And she had a pretty good relationship with this doctor. So, she went in and did it perfect. And what I love about Linda now, like, she told me about this lead with the hairdresser. And in my head, I'm thinking, oh, I need to tell her what to do with that. And she's like, oh, I already did. I went in and talked to her. Like, now she's got the confidence and she's just being bold. So and doing it well. Talking to people in the right way. So it's fun.
Thanks, Dee.
That's so fun. All right, well, let's hear about Julie.
Well, I'll let, we all know Julie, and Julie is a rock star in terms of, she's like, I have her map is in my in-bin. I mean, she does it on the first, she sets her goals, she sets her intention. And we had started talking about the idea of raising her frontline volume to build some stability into her business, and she decided to go for the 10,000. So Julie, I'll let you just share your thoughts, why and what you did.
Yeah, it kind of happened I look back and I laughed because I was like, I don't even know how I got there. It just happened so fast. But there was a little bit of backstory. Back in like early summer in June, I had a really tough month, and I think I was struggling with what I wanted my business to look like. And was I going to focus on coaching coaches, or did I want to stay focused on just clients? How would I integrate everything being a trainer? Did that look a little different? So I was struggling with stuff myself. And I obviously, at my head, I had to kind of work through that. And I had a great conversation with Dee. And then Susan called me one day and she said, Julie, it's okay. Just do it the way you feel comfortable with. I don't remember if that's exactly what you said, Susan, but that's what I remember. And I was like, it is okay. Like, I think I had watched all the boot camps and I had seen all these trainings, and I was like, I got to do it this way. I have to be in this box. And if I'm not going to do this right. And I'm a rule follower, and I just put myself in this box, and I struggled in June, and I almost didn't make ED that month. And, after that month, I was like, you know what? I'm not having fun anymore. So I decided to go back to what made me enjoy this, and helping clients was just reaching out and talking to people and doing what I was always doing. So that's what I started doing again in July. And then we had convention, and that just kind of reignited my fire and excitement. And then August, I got close. I think August, September, I got close. I was like at 8,500. And then last month I was like, oh my gosh, everything is happening. And I think I'm going to hit the 10,000 mark. And it was just because I was helping more people, and just their husbands were doing the program then. And it just kind of kept growing because I was having fun and not making myself in this box. So if you're trying to put yourself in a box, I would encourage you to do it the way you feel comfortable and use the tools that they give us, but make it your own. And I think Dan Bell always says it's system driven, but personality enhanced. And that's what I've tried to just focus on, is use the tools in the system, but make it your own, and it's your business and your clients.
Wow, I love that, Julie. And one of the things is you had a goal out there. You didn't just stumble upon it.
No, yeah.
You had it set up there, and then there was to pull, you towards. But I will say that you just bring up such a great point, and because there's a couple of rule followers on our team, and it gets really hard I'm not a rule follower, so it's not hard for me. Like, if I don't do it a certain way, it's like I don't care. But people that are rule followers, they care that they're not like doing it the certain way. And so if you're not that person, you can't do it that way. So I'm understanding myself about this. But I think that Take Shape for Life is a vehicle for us to be who we are in the world. We all have a certain set of gifts that we were born with. And we happen to be upon this vehicle that we can touch lives, and in return, we can become more of who we were meant to be. And so that's what I feel like we're in this wonderful vehicle. And we're growing personally with a paycheck. So, and helping a lot of people. So if we can keep it, like, and didn't you say if you can keep it on helping people? You wrote it in our Facebook page. What'd you say?
Yeah, I just looked at it as a gift for clients, for me. It's a gift.
People are struggling, and we have an answer. It might not be the answer for them today, but if we can be bold, like Linda said, and really offer it up, and then we get the gifts. so many more gifts than just a rank or a number, right? What Lisa says. Like, we get to show them how they've changed. So awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to introduce Michael. Would you please, we have some new coaches on our team. We love expanding and meeting new people. So would you please introduce us to Ileana?
Yes. Well, Ileana has been a family friend for a long time. And so she did the program. I think Aaron coached her on the program. And so it was back last Easter that I was talking to Ileana at a family party, and I mentioned to her about health coaching and how it was rewarding and how you can, help others and earn some additional income. And, I sort of left it at that. And she told me that she was busy and she was finishing up school and looking for a new job. And so I was like, okay, Ileana, just reach out to me if you're ever interested. And lo and behold, I get a message from her about 4 or 5 months later. Now she's interested. And so she decided to join as a coach. And so I'm just happy to bring her on as a coach.
So I'm going to unmute you, Ileana, and I just want to hear a little bit about you and what you're excited about.
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm very excited about the program. I wanted to do it for a long time, but I was busy with school and working full time as well. So that's why I just recently decided I want to join. I did the program twice, and the results were phenomenal. But and of course, I want to do it one more time just to and keep going and introduce it to my friends, which I already have a client. I introduced it to one of my best friends today, and I said, well, I have a conference call tonight at 8:30, and I'm very excited about it. And he said, what is it about? So I told him about the program, and he said he wants to lose some weight, and he's ready to start.
That's how it happens, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. So we'll be hearing more about your experience about helping others, and I know you're just going to do amazing. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. I'm excited. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah. Terry, Stacy, you've been with us for a month or 2 months, and we have not gotten to meet you. So would you please, Terry, I'm going to unmute you. Would you please unmute, and I'll unmute Stacy. And Stacy, would you share with us what you're excited about?
Well, I'm excited about helping people, of course. I had wonderful results. I started last November, and I had 60 pounds to lose, and that seemed so overwhelming to me, but it happened, and now I'm like so excited. I just had the best summer ever. I mean, well, maybe not since I was 15, but in the last 11 years, I've had the best summer. And I was really relating to what the other ladies were saying about, just wherever we are already shopping or, doing activity. For me, I'm really focusing on staying active now, and I love to swim, so the summertime is very easy for me, and I had to make more of a conscious effort in the fall, and so I joined a pool, and so I'm thinking all these people at the pool are working so hard. I can talk to them, if ask them if they're having good results, and that kind of opens the door to if they say no, oh, I've been doing this so long, then I could offer them something. And if they say yes, then I say, great, what are you doing? And that's a conversation too.
So great. So great. Are you having fun with it? I know you have a few clients.
Yeah. I want to be a good health coach. I'm real driven to try and, do what I say I'm going to do. I really have a burden for that. I don't want to say I'm going to be someone's health coach and then just as soon as they order, drop them, So that's something I want to make sure that I have the integrity that I want to see in myself. But yeah, I'm having a great time just talking to everybody. And it seems like every gathering right now, it comes up because my friends are going, oh, Stacy, you look so different, and so it's very easy to start talking about it.
Oh, that's wonderful, Stacy. Well, thank you, and I know we can't wait to hear more from you. And thanks for being on the calls. I didn't know you were the first day you were on. And I was like, so I'm glad we all get to meet you.
That's okay. Thanks, Susan.
Well, Stacey led us into something that's really one of the things that we learned when we were in Sundance, Dee, Nicole, and I. To Stacey's point, when we're learning something new, or even, like I said, Julie's a coach for a long time, the Pennypackers, we all reach obstacles and we all want to master our craft and we can't be perfect. But there is an unconscious drive. You know how we all say we want to do something and then we don't do it? And what happens to us? We lose our confidence. We don't trust ourselves. So I'm going to put up something up on the board. Does everyone have a piece of paper and a pen? Grab one real quick if you don't. And I am going, let me share my screen real quick. So this passage, y'all can take a screenshot. I will post this on Team Palace. But I want everybody to look at this passage. And what we're going to do is you're going to, if you choose to accept this assignment, you're going to write this paragraph every day for the next 30 days. Now, I'd like for you to start just now, but we're going to do it in your non-dominant hand. So I know, right? So take your pen and put it in your non-dominant hand and just write a few things. We won't write the whole thing. When we were in Sundance, we had to write the whole thing. And you can imagine already your head's telling you something. Mine goes, this is stupid. I'm bored. I'm tired of this. And many other people, that go real fast at things, they couldn't go very fast. The perfectionists on the line, y'all are going to have a real problem because your writing is going to be really bad. And what it's taught me, and so I'd love everyone to do this for the week. You can commit to doing it every day for 30 days, or you can commit to doing it for a week. And come back on our line, on our call next week. And I'd love to hear some of your insights for yourself around doing this exercise every day for 30 days. Or let's just do it for the week. So when you do something just because you say you would, and who was that? I think, was that the Pennypackers or was that Linda? Was that you, Stacey? Someone said, I want to do what I say I'm going to do. I think it was you, Stacey. And when you do that for yourself, just because you say you're going to, and you accomplish it, you gain confidence. You gain trust in yourself. And we really do, though, to go through, basically, you're going through, when we do a new habit, it is like writing with our non-dominant hand. It's not comfortable. It is going to be it hurts your hand. It cramps. You're going to be resistant to it because you're not going to be good at it. But do we have a compelling enough vision to go through the discomfort, to get to that next step, and to get good at what we're going to do? Like Stacey said, get better at our craft, really, master it. And it does take time to master. I still haven't mastered much, but there are areas that I have mastered. So what I say is follow the fun. If you're still enjoying it, follow the fun. Like Julie says, she put fun back in. Pennypackers talked about fun. Linda, fun. So everyone do this. And like I say, one of the things for me that came up was we were doing it. I don't know if Dee's done it every day, but I've been doing it for about 8 days, and I've only done it 5 out of the 8. And it was funny because normally what I could do is say, okay, well, I blew it, so I'm not going to do it anymore. But no, I did it today, even though I missed like 1 or 2 days. And it just shows me that I don't have to be perfect at it. I can still do it. I can still progress. So I thought that was really, so I'd love to hear your insight. So as you're doing this, I would love you guys to give me to write down your insights. I will post that on Team Palace, and I'd love to hear y'all come back next week and share some of what you've taken away. So any questions on Team, we'll write them on Team Palace or ask your coach. And I am thrilled that y'all came on. Thank you for inspiring me and everybody else. So good night, everybody.
Susan?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
My computer is back. I just wanted to make sure that you could hear me. That was working. I had to send it out to be fixed. Remember, I don't have my mic.
Now you do.
Remember, now I do. It had to get totally new parts. So I just got it back today.
Yay. Well, I can hear you and see you.
And I just did the exercise.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I just did the exercise. It's really cool already, the 3 things that I came up with in my head. Like just even doing it as much as I did.
Wow.
It's really amazing. Number 1, it's not as hard as I thought. Number 2 is it's challenging and I really want to do it. But number 3, as I was getting more towards the end of it, I was getting tired. I was going pretty fast at it, but I was getting tired. So I thought that was pretty cool just for the few minutes I tried it.
That's so cool. Write those down. Yes, I want to hear that.
I wrote it down because I won't remember by next week.
You
Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you and make sure that this is working properly too.
It is.
Okay, so I'm good.
It is. Oh, I gotta stop recording.